Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode with me. This is Brittany Botswana checking in with y'all this morning. Welcome back to another podcast with me. I am so excited to be on this morning to give you guys a great message about singleness. But before I get into the message for today, I just want to welcome everyone to my podcast. Welcome to the YouTube channel. If you are listening to this episode on my YouTube channel, go ahead and share, like, and subscribe and turn on your notifications. So every time I upload a new video or podcast, you will get a notification, okay? I am Brittany Botswana. I am a certified life coach, a motivational speaker, and a mentor. Welcome back, guys. I enjoy my podcast family. I enjoy giving these messages. And I absolutely enjoy preparing the messages because there be so much God be downloading in me. And I be like, oh my gosh, hold on. Let me get my pen. Let me get my journal out. Let me get my laptop out so I can make these notes because I have so much to give to my podcast family as well as my YouTube family. So I am so excited about this new season that we're about to enter. I know every time I get on, I keep telling y'all that this is the season where we are about to be leveling up. There's so much greatness that's on the way. There's so many changes that is on the way. So many transformations that's coming, some renewed minds, some healing that's gonna take place. It's just gonna be an amazing season. As we know, the season change in the physical, but spiritually and mentally, we are about to be leveled up. Okay. We're about to be leveled up. So today's message is going to be about singleness. To all of my single people out there, this is for men and women, not just women. And y'all get your journals out, take message, take note of this, because this is going to help you. If you are in a season right now and you're single, and you just by yourself, and it's just you and God, and your kids, or, whoever you reside with, it's just you. Okay. So I wanted to come in and drop off a message about do not waste your singleness. Don't waste your singleness. You have to really embrace the single season. When you are single, that is a time for you to do a multiple of things. The reason why this is what also was on my heart is because I am also myself in a season of singleness, and I've learned so much about being single and what to do in the singleness period, in the singleness season, because there's been times where I've been single before and I waste my singleness. I didn't get the time to heal. I didn't get to take the time to get to know myself. I didn't get the time to spend with God, build a relationship with him, figure out who he was, do things that I like. I really rush through the period of singleness because I lacked something. But that's for a whole nother day and a whole nother episode. But I wanted to come on and share with you all the things that you can be doing in your singleness and not to waste it, because it's such an important period of your life and time in your life where there's a lot of things that will take place. And I think that sometimes we miss that. We just get so focused on the fact that we're single. And I said that in one of my episodes, that we get so caught up on the fact that we're single and we don't take the time out to include God in our singleness. We don't take the time out to truly heal in our singleness, be renewed in our singleness. Try new things. You might want to move when you're single. You might want to move to a new country, a new state, whatever, rebuilding your finances, setting some new goals and building new habits. All those things take place in a season where we're single. And it also take place too when you're married. You can be married, you can be in a relationship, but it's more personal and it's more intimate with God when you're by yourself, because you're not by yourself in the spirit, you're with him. But there's so much that you learn about yourself. So before you get connected to that man or that woman that you see fit for your life, you already are in a healthy place. You're in a healthy space and place in your life where you're able to decipher and discern what's good for you and what's not, what's going to work for you and what's not. You set your boundaries when you're single. You set new standards when you're single. So you also have a new belief system as well. So, before you take that time to say, okay, I just want to rush and get into a relationship. I don't have time. I just want to go. I want to get in a new relationship. And the real reason why we do that is because we're feeling a void. We don't want to be alone. We're afraid to be alone. It looks so good and it feels so good to be with someone. And social media now is so big on, relationships, and, we are the the winning couple, we that gold couple out here that everybody look up to. But in reality, are you truly happy, or are they truly happy? You don't know what those people are going through behind the scenes. Social media make it look so good to the point that you feel like, okay, I'm ready for that too. I want to do that too. Or, oh, that looks so good. I wish I could do that. And then before you know it, you in a relationship, you haven't taken the time out to heal. You haven't taken the time out to renew your mind. You haven't built new boundaries, new standards for your life. You haven't traveled if you wanted to, hung out with your friends, really taking that personal time to get to know who you are. That's what social media do. Social media paint this perfect picture like everything is all good and gravy, but behind the scenes, you're dying. You mentally dying. You're physically you out of whack. You're depressed. You arguing all the time. You got domestic violence in the home. You got finances all going up, going crazy. You got infidelity that's happening. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. That's why it's so important for us to be in isolation when we get into our singleness. After that bad breakup, after that bad divorce, it is so important that we take the time to be isolated with God so that he can reveal to us things about ourselves, not just with the person that we were with, but also about ourselves. What is it, God, that I lack that make me attract this type of person, this type of woman or type of man? What is it that is wrong with me, God? Clean me up, God. Reveal to me what it is that I need to change. What do I need to do better in, so that when I get ready to go out and be in the dating world and I want that husband or I want that wife, I will know I will be better. I'll be a better person. And I also will know who you are, and I will know who I am. See, that's the key right there. It's you and God together that is one. And he helps you to make the right decisions for your life and in your dating period. And when you're getting ready to make those decisions on who you want to be in your life, it's you and him. And in order for you to get that connection, you got to be alone, and you got to spend that time alone. You can't just start putting any and everybody in your circle and in your space and in your environment. You can't rush the process of your healing. You can't do that, because you'll find yourself back in the same situation again 6 months later. You get out of a relationship, you get divorced in 1 month, and then, okay, you say 3 months later, you in a relationship again, or 6 months later, you're in a relationship again, thinking that you're good. But then here it is, not even a year later, you find yourself in the same situation again. And that comes from not taking the time to heal, not taking the time out to get with God and talk with God and asking him to reveal to you the things that is going on deep inside, to help heal you, to help transform you, and to renew your mind. That's where that comes from. You got to be able to pace yourself and chill and take some time out with you. I'm telling y'all this because this is something that I experienced. I rushed it. I lacked something. The reason why is because I lacked something. And I just wanted to be with someone. I just wanted to be with somebody. And social media was a big deal for me. That was a big deal. When I would see people in relationships, see these marriages and stuff, and it don't have to be celebrities. It could be somebody I just know of. And I feel like, oh, okay, yeah, that looks so good. And then my mind meditating on that, my body started to follow and flow with, okay, I'm ready now. I want to be with somebody. I'm ready. And the whole time I was hurting. The whole time I was depressed. The whole time I was confused, broke, busted, and disgusted, and needed some time to get me right. Needed some time to get myself together. So that's what I want to come on and talk about today, is not wasting your singleness. You can, and I'm going to add this also, you can get in a new relationship with a new face, but you're going to have the same person. It's just a different face. And I know we heard this before. You get the same results with a different person. And sometimes it can be worse. The situation gets worse. The more you do that, the worse it gets, the harder it gets. And it's even harder for you to heal from that pain, from that trauma, from that emotional abuse, that physical abuse, sexual abuse, whatever happens to go on in that relationship, it gets even harder for you to heal. You're only knocking yourself back 10 times, 20 times, 50 times more than when you originally started in the beginning. It is so important that we don't waste our singleness. We need to do the work in our singleness, okay? We need to do the work in our singleness. I want you to get your journals out. Get your pens and your journals out. And we're going to go over 4 different things that we can do in our singleness. And these are some things that I just mentioned. So number 1, we need to take the time to heal. We need to take the time to heal, whether we're healing from a breakup, a divorce, whether childhood trauma, insecurities, whether it's a mistake, dark secrets that we have, we need to take that time to soak up that healing. And again, you may be going through the breakup and the divorce, but when you take that time to heal and you get in that season of isolation with God, you're going to find more things that you need to heal from. Childhood trauma, insecurities, mistakes that you made, dark secrets that are eating you up in the inside, that's killing you in your mental mind. You can heal from all of those things. It's not going to be about the breakup. When you take your time to heal, don't focus on, I'm healing from this breakup. That's not what we're healing from. We're going to get the healing from everything that's causing us to stay stagnant, that's causing us to stay stuck. And most importantly, what's causing us to attract the wrong people. Okay, we got to focus on that. We cannot focus on, I'm healing from so-and-so and he did this and she did this to me. No. We need to heal from the breakup and the divorce. We need to ask God to reveal to us whatever it is that's keeping me in the repetition of this deadly cycle that I am in. Childhood trauma, insecurities, mistakes, dark secrets, whatever it is that's keeping you stuck in that same cycle year after year, month after month. And he will reveal it to you. He will reveal it to you. And I'm going to say this again. Do not rush this process. Do not rush the process to heal. Some of us sometimes want to just go ahead and be done so we can be out there like we winning. Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm in my bag. I'm reaching my goals. Yeah, I'm good. But you're not. Don't lie to yourself. You got to be loyal to yourself. You got to be truthful and honest with you. Don't lie to yourself. Say to yourself, I'm hurt. I'm broken right now. I'm upset right now. But I won't be here always. Acknowledge that, because when you acknowledge those things, that's how you get the healing. That's when the healing process begins. That's when you get awareness out of you. You get the awareness and now you see that this is where you are. Then you will start making moves to do the opposite. You'll start making moves to say, okay, I'm not going to stay here. This is where I am right now, but I'm not going to stay here. I got work to do. So number one was take the time to heal. You heal it from your breakup, your divorce, your childhood trauma, insecurities, mistakes, dark secrets. Take the time to heal in your singleness. Number two, renew your mind. Renew your mind. One reason why you keep going back and forth in these relationships that are not healthy for you is because your mind has not been renewed. You're doing the same stuff over and over again because you got the same mindset. In order for you to receive something different, you got to do something different. Old keys will not open up new doors. So you have to get the new knowledge and new information, reading God's word, praying, meditating, and going into isolation to get your mind renewed. This is why you keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. This is why you keep attracting the same woman, the same type of man, because your mind is not renewed. You got the same mindset. You can't expect the same thing. That's just like if you're baking a cake, you want a different taste. You can't use the same recipe that you made for a pound cake to make a Reese cupcake. You got to use a different recipe. So in order for you to do that, you have to renew your mind. This here is key. This is number one key. This is the number one heart of your singleness right here. This is what you got to do every single day in a season of singleness. When you're by yourself, you have to renew your mind every day that you get up. Whether you're reading new information, you're reading self-help books, you are going to listening to podcasts, you're on YouTube channels, listening to sermons, listening to motivational speakers, inspirational speakers, you're attending conferences, you're praying, you're meditating, you're in God's word, you're going into isolation. And what does isolation look like? You're not watching too much TV. You're cutting off these people that you talk to every day. You may not talk to them as much as you used to. You find yourself being alone just with God. You backing off from social media. You off of social media. Real true isolation, you just cut all of that off. And you just sit down with God every single day. He'll start revealing to you about yourself, your children, anything else that needs to be revealed to you, that needs to be healed. And when you see it, when he give it to you, you got to reveal that. You got to speak to God and let him know, God, I don't want this. I see this is happening, but I don't want this. Heal me from this. This is something that you got to do on a regular basis. And it's going to be even when you're not single. New information, repetition of that every single day. You have to renew your mind. This is the heart of your singleness season. This is the blood vessel of it, because when your mind is renewed, you're not going to go back out there and make the same mistake again with the same guy. You're going to or the same woman. You're going to look at things. Everything's going to be totally different than you. You're going to be able to spot dead on what type of woman she is or what type of man she is. And you're going to know, I can't go that way. Danger zone. Been there, done that, seen it. I'm good. That's not what I deserve. That's not what I want. I want better than that. I done been on that path before. You got to get your mind renewed. Otherwise, you'll find yourself with the same person for the rest of your life. And when I say the same person, I'm not talking about the same actual physical person. It's going to be a different person. It's going to be a new face with the same type of personality, the same type of behavior, the same type of lying and cheating and scheming and all that crazy stuff. It's going to be a different person, but they're going to have the same characteristic traits. You do not want that. That is a deadly path that I wish for nobody to go on. Nobody. Okay. So he said, number 1, take the time to heal. Number 2, renew your mind. Number 3, rebuild your finances. You could be doing your credit repair, saving money, investing money, starting a new business. Rebuild your finances. Maybe you are in a season where your finances are great, but I'm speaking for the ones that your finances are all jacked up. You broke, busted, and disgusted. You have no money to your name. You have $5 in your account. Your credit score is a 400. You have no saving in your savings account. You're not investing in anything to bring you more money. You don't have a business started and you desire it, but you don't know where to start because you feel like I don't have the money, or I don't know my purpose, or I don't know what I like to do. Well, if you don't, being in this season of singleness, you're going to learn it. You're going to learn it. If you like to do hair, start your hair business. If you like to do wash cars, start your car washing business. If you like landscaping, start your landscaping business. And I'm not saying you're going to do this straight off the bat, okay? I put emphasis on this. A lot of speakers and a lot of life coaches don't really speak on this, but I'm going to share something that I struggled with. Whenever I heard something, I felt like, "Oh, I got to do that now." No, that's going to come with time. So you got to first take the time to heal, take the time to let go, take the time to start renewing your mind. And when all of those things start to take place, you will then know and have the vision for your life. And then you'll be able to start the business, and you'll be able to know how to repair your credit and how much money you should save and where should I invest my money. This is something that you can do in a season of singleness. This right here is you not wasting your singleness. You're not wasting it at all. You're working in your singleness. This is key. You got to work. Okay. So rebuilding your finances, repairing your credit, saving your money, investing money, and starting a new business. Number 4, build new great habits. Build new great habits. You can't take the old life of who you were into your new life. You're single, yes. And you're single alone and you're by yourself. You're not doing all of these things for the next person. You're doing all of these things and you're doing all of this work for you, not for anyone else. It's for you in your life because you're single and it's just for you. You're changing for you. You're changing for the better so that you can make better decisions and better choices. So in order for you to step into your new life, your old life has to die. The Bible tells us in 2 Corinthians 5:17, anyone who is made new in Christ is a new creature. The old has gone and the new has come. So the old you is dying off and now you're becoming a new person. So you're building new habits, no more procrastination. You're having quiet time with God. You're building good family habits, eating habits, or meal prepping. You got more better habits with your spending. You got more better habits with your boundaries. You have better habits with taking the time out to have self-care, to take care of you. The old you can't go with the new you. It won't work. It'll clash every single time. You'll find yourself going in circles over and over again because you're trying to have the new you and the old you in the same area. It's not going to work. You got to let stuff go. This is one of the hardest things to also do as well. because some of the old people can't go with you to your new space. Some of the old habits and friendships and relationships, situationships, or whatever you want to call it, it can't go with you. So it's going to be hard to let go of habits that you once had. It's a habit. You always did it. You always woke up the same. You always went to bed the same. You always talked to the same person every night before you went to bed. You always invited this person over on this certain day and time. You always had date nights on this day and time. You can't do that anymore. You can't take and strive to be the new you, but you're still holding on to pieces of the old you. You'll wear yourself out and you'll find yourself back down again. And let me say this too. Even if you do that, even if you try to take pieces of the old you with you to your new life, it's okay if you fall. It's your singleness. You're going to mess up a million times. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to get it wrong sometimes. That's okay. That's all supposed to happen in your period of singleness. It's life. It happens. And thank God that you're doing it with just you and God, and not you out here with somebody that don't care about you, somebody that has bad intentions and they really don't see, want the best for you. If you make a mistake, if you slip and you fall, it's okay. You're never going to be perfect, even if you're not single. But in your singleness, that's where you getting everything up out of you. Old habits, old mindsets, old things that you used to do. You don't do no more. You don't say no more. You don't watch. You don't eat. You don't drink. You begin to learn the new version of you. That is the whole ultimate goal of being single, is to figure out who you are. The singleness period is for you. It's not for nobody else. You're not doing the work for no one else but you. If you have children, they benefit from this as well, because they get a new version of their dad or their mom. It's beneficial to them as well. So you have to take the time out to get to know who you are. I will never forget, I received revelation one night. I took myself out. It was on a date. I said, it's me and God. This is another thing too, y'all, for new goals and new great habits to have. Take yourself out on a date and just say, God, it's me and you. We're going on a date. I was sitting at Chick-fil-A and I was sitting outside eating my salad or my sandwich, whatever I had ordered. I can't even remember. But I remember sitting outside and I had I was faced towards the traffic, the ongoing traffic on the main highway. And as I was sitting there and I was looking, God started revealing to me that you see how these cars, they just rushing, they just going, they going and going. That's how you are. That's how you were. You never took the time out to just get to know you. Slow down some. Take it easy with yourself. Be gentle on yourself and slow down. Don't rush the process. Trust the process and embrace it and take one step at a time. That's what we have to do. We have to take it one step at a time. We have to trust and believe that we are going to be a new creature. And we are. We are. Don't waste your singleness. Don't sit there and think about your shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, I missed this person. Oh my God, this is that's fine, because that come. That's in the beginning. When you first break up with that person, yes, you're going to cry. You're going to mope. You're going to be all sad. You're going to be so devastated. Oh, they're going to go do this. They're going to get a new person. Okay, that's true. That happens. But if it's 6 months in and you still like that, you got some reevaluation to do. Because at 6 months, you still feel that way. That's true. You might have moments here and there, but you're moving. You got to mourn and move. Real Talk Kim says that all the time. You have to mourn and move. You can't just stay stuck. Get it out your system. Cry if you need to. Scream if you need to. You got to be depressed and down. That's fine. But then there comes a point where you got to realize that I got to get up. Because I know, let me tell you my belief. My belief is the more I stay down, the more that person has control over me. The more I stay down, the more that person has their foot on my neck. They have their foot on my goals. They have their foot on my everything, my success, everything. They got me down bad. And this is coming from a bad breakup, bad toxic relationship. It didn't end on good terms. Now, some people, they can end a relationship, it ends smoothly, they ended on good terms, but I'm speaking for the ones who just got out of this toxic, nasty relationship. The more you stay down, the more that person has control over you and the more they want to see you down. So you got to think about that. Are you going to get up, start walking around and talking to God? You're going to move, make moves. You're going to write your goals down. You're going to get therapy and coaching. You're going to get your mind renewed and get those self-help books. You're going to start journaling out your feelings and your thoughts every single day, every chance that you get. You got to want it bad. You got to want it bad. So I want to come on this morning and let you guys, ladies and gentlemen, know, don't waste your singleness. And what did we go through? We talked about you have to take the time to heal, healing from a breakup, divorce, childhood trauma, insecurities, mistakes, dark secrets. You have to, number 2, renew your mind with new information, reading the word of God, praying, meditating, going into isolation. Number 3, you have to rebuild your finances, repair your credit, save money, invest money, start a new business. Number 4, you have to build new great habits. No procrastination, having quiet time with God, good family habits, eating habits, meal prepping, being a new you. Because you can't take the old you in your new life, and old keys won't open new doors. I pray that this message has been so fulfilling to you because it was fulfilling to me. Before I could give it to you, I had to read through this. I had to meditate on this. I had to visualize myself in my singleness as well. And knowing that it is a true fact that we cannot waste our singleness. This is the season where we have to get to work and do all the work on ourselves. This season, this point in your life right now, if you are a single man or woman, this is the time for you to start working on you every day and becoming the best version of yourself. And I'm not saying that this is the only time that you'll do it. You will continue to do it, even if you're married 4 years from now, 7 years from now, 12 years from now. Why? Because you have built a great habit. You build a new habit now to just work on yourself every single day. And that's key. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay. I love you all so much. Don't forget, if you are listening to this on my YouTube channel, go ahead and turn on your notifications, subscribe, share this channel with whoever you spend the most time with. My podcast is here every week. So you guys will hear from me once a week, every week. And I will be finding the day of the week that you will have these podcasts for me. I'm still searching it out, still praying on it. And I know that God will guide me and show me the way. For sure. And he would do the same for you. So don't waste your singleness, y'all. Don't forget to write this down in your journal. Make sure you write those key points down in your journal. Pray about it, meditate on it, and start making a plan. You got to make a plan and write the vision. Write this stuff down, because writing the vision, making it plain, you can see it every day and you will reach your goal. I love you and God bless. Have a great weekend.